Thank you to Intel Partner Alliance for hosting this webinar. Today we'll cover the presenters and introductions, why Intel vPro, and an overview of the technology. Art will dive into ASUS NUC commercial growth strategy. Ming will cover the vPro one-click recovery solution overview, and then we'll have a call to action. I myself is Corey T. Morris, been at Intel for 30 years, specialized in the vPro technology and deploying it with customers worldwide. Ming T. Pham, Senior vPro Engineer and Solution Architect of the Edge Computing Group at Intel Corporation. Ming has been at Intel since 2000. His current role is working with me on the vPro technology in Edge Embedded Products Group, driving product adoption to design solutions and facilitating the global usage of Intel vPro and AMT products. Both Ming and I drive vPro AMT activations worldwide. Arthur Chang, ASUS Product Line Manager and Technology Evangelist. Art worked at Intel for over 24 years and recently transitioned to the ASUS team for the last 2.5 years as part of the Intel NUC acquisition. Art's background includes developing and creating various categories of PCs and corporate initiatives for Intel, such as the all-in-one PC, the personal streaming PC, as well as driving disruptive change into the NUC, next unit of compute PC category. So why Intel vPro? Customers use Intel vPro because it combines hardware-based security, remote management, and business-class performance. These features are especially valuable for organizations managing many PCs, such as Intel AMT KVM, keyboard and mouse, which provides access below the operating system. Today, the desktop TAM for vPro is approximately 18 to 24 million units per year. There are 5 major categories I'd like to touch on today that kind of highlight and bring out why vPro. vPro platforms are built on higher-end Intel processors with enterprise validation that allows them to have longer shelf life and more reliable performance and security. Enhanced security. vPro systems include security features that are built into the hardware and operate below the OS, making them harder to bypass. An example would be Intel Hardware Shield, which helps protect against firmware and BIOS attacks. These hardened security features provide stronger protection against modern cyber attacks and especially in business environments. Remote management. The key of out-of-band remote management is Intel Active Management Technology, or Intel AMT. IT and OT teams can remotely access, repair, and re-image PCs even when the OS is crashed or powered down. Remote management reduces IT/OT support costs and downtime, especially for distributed devices and remote workforces. Improved IT efficiency. Intel vPro allows for centralized control and automation, so these remote updates and patching and asset tracking and diagnostics are faster troubleshooting without sending a technician on site. This reduces the overall costs and truck rolls and providing lower operational costs and faster resolution. Long-term value. Intel vPro devices costs are a little higher up front, but over the life cycle of the platform or during the maintenance cycle, these costs are reduced. Fewer on-site repairs, less downtime, and reduced security incidents. Intel vPro supports many verticals by delivering hardware-based security, remote management, stable business-class performance, and reduced downtime, improving security and lower total cost of ownership. One of the key reasons why we are excited to work with ASUS NUC is how NUC complements vPro's targeted audience. The split of the NUC customer is 50-50 between IT versus IoT customers. Intel vPro has been around for 20 years. Intel NUC, and now ASUS NUC, has been designing vPro platforms for over 13 of those years. vPro represents the brand that is shown over the years by a badge. Intel AMT, or Active Management Technology, represents the brains behind the remote management features of the vPro processor. For vPro requirements, there are 3 hardware components that make up the vPro platform: the right processor, the right chipset, and the right network components. For the processor, it needs to be a Core Ultra 5 or higher, or a Core 5 or i5 or higher. For the chipset, it needs to be a Q-series chipset. For the networking components, there needs to be an Intel LAN or Wi-Fi solution. These communicate directly with our Intel AMT. Once you have all 3 of these components designed in your platform, Intel AMT can be enabled in the BIOS. Art will highlight the overall vPro enhancements Intel and ASUS have made together.
Hello, this is Art Chang, Product Line Manager for ASUS. If you used vPro in the past, you probably remember the complexity of setting up the vPro server and the steep learning curve. A many channel customer told me that they're struggling with taking advantage of vPro capability because the solution was primarily built for the large enterprise environment. Well, the good news is ASUS and Intel have been working closely together to simplify that experience, making deployment faster, management easier, and enabling advanced vPro feature for the commercial customer of all sizes. ISVs like LabLink Everywhere deliver a great user interface framework that allows you to provision and activate vPro clients with a few clicks. Wow, that's pretty cool. Now, this is the type of real transformation that vPro is no longer just catered for the large enterprise. By leveraging ASUS NUC and our ecosystem partners, it becomes easier to activate, easier to manage, and most importantly, it is easier for our channel customer to monetize. Now, and this is only the beginning. Stay tuned for more platform capabilities that are coming down soon. Now, at ASUS, we believe technology should never stop people from doing their work or providing the service they're expecting. Every day, businesses are heavily reliant on technologies being always available and functioning. And when the system goes down, employees stop working, manufacturing line stops producing, and ATM stops serving the customer, and digital signage stop communicating the critical information. Downtime doesn't just impact IT, it impacts revenue, productivity, and the trust of our customers. Now, when the systems stay up, business move forward. And then when the system goes down, business stops. This is why resilience matters. Our goal at ASUS is to provide the most innovative and dependable technology to enable our customer to maximize the productivity and the profitability with our ASUS innovations. So what's so special about ASUS NUC vPro platforms? Now, as I mentioned, we believe our business should always be recovered from unexpected system failure quickly and continue to operating without missing a beat. This is why ASUS worked very closely with Intel to build one of the most comprehensive vPro platform in the industry. Together, we have gone beyond the standard vPro AMT manageability by integrating capabilities such as one-click recovery, platform service record, and remote platform erase. These unique capabilities enable IT, system integrators, and MSP to quickly restore system remotely, minimizing downtime and keep operating running. By leveraging Intel vPro technology and its one-click recovery feature, IT, MSP, or channel partners can remotely restore system back to its original trusted state, both in-band and out-of-band, quickly, securely, and without an on-site technician. So instead of talking about this amazing feature, let's ask Min to show us a live demonstration showing how the OCR works in a real-world scenario with our ASUS NUC. Min?
Thanks, Art. Here is a demo that showcases the Intel vPro AMT one-click recovery feature. OCR enables recovery even when the operating system is unresponsive, allowing the administrator to remotely re-image and restore the device. On the left side of the screen is the management console. So through our partnership with NetApp, support for Intel vPro AMT has been integrated directly into their management platform, allowing IT administrators to remotely manage and recover vPro-enabled devices. On the upper right side is a functioning airport digital signage display running on an Intel vPro-enabled NUC. And directly below that is an example of what the display looks like when the operating system has crashed or failed. To remediate the issue, the administrator logs into the NetApp console, establishes an out-of-band KVM connection to the vPro device. He sees the Linux OS kernel panic crash and initiates one-click recovery. Here it's connected to the web server, it's downloading the images. Whether their endpoint is running Windows or Linux, OCR can quickly return the system to an operational state. It's booting up to the OS image now, and it's going through the setup process. Configures the software on the new OS. So this one-click recovery capability is especially valuable during large-scale incidents, so such as the CrowdStrike outage, where affected systems can be remotely recovered without requiring hands-on intervention. What traditionally could take hours or even days can now be accomplished in just a matter of minutes. The result is reduced downtime, fewer truck rolls, and faster recovery of business-critical devices, regardless of their physical location. So Art, what does it take to deliver this amazing capability?
Thanks, Min. There are two key components that needed to deliver this one-click recovery feature, both on the hardware side and the software. Now, on the hardware side, ASUS NUC 15 Pro and 16 Pro vPro SKUs are fully ready to support this advanced vPro capability, such as one-click recovery. Now, on the bottom, there are QR codes that links to these products. In fact, to complement the vPro OCR function, ASUS NUC 15 and 16 also offers two 2280 slots, which allows you to create a RAID 1 configuration and provide a real-time backup on all of your data in real time. Now, this is actually the only vPro mini PC platform in the world that delivers these capabilities. Min, why don't you share with us on what we need to do on the software side to support the OCR function?
Yeah, when it comes to software readiness, customers have a few options. Intel offers the open source device management toolkit, which provides the core capabilities needed to manage vPro AMT devices. For customers looking for a more turnkey experience, partners such as NetApp, LabLink, and Bytes at Work have integrated Intel vPro AMT directly into their console, providing out-of-band management capabilities through a single pane of glass. The Device Management Toolkit is Intel's open source framework for integrating the Intel vPro AMT capabilities into existing management consoles or management solutions. It enables developers to discover, provision, configure, and manage vPro endpoints while exposing APIs for key out-of-band management features such as power control, remote KVM, and the one-click recovery feature that we were highlighting today. These modular microservices allow customers and partners to customize the solution to fit their specific needs. Hope you find this information helpful. Imagine how you can leverage OCR in your business.
Late at night, a massive jackpotting attack spreads across ATMs across the United States. Without one-click recovery, field engineers must rush to every site. By the time they arrive, millions of dollars are already gone. With one-click recovery, each ATM is remotely woken up, re-imaged with a secure system, and brought safely back online. One-click recovery, your trusted partner for remote operations, protecting every dollar that matters.
Thank you for attending this webinar. To summarize, Device Management Toolkit offers standalone and integration options. To learn more, visit the GitHub and Docs QR codes. For those looking for a more turnkey solution, please visit one of our mini ISVs such as NetApp, LabLink, and Bytes of Work that Ming has mentioned previously. To order an ASUS NUC Pro sample, please contact the ASUS sales representative in your region. And lastly, to engage with the ASUS ecosystem team, please use the QR code provided. Thank you again for attending the webinar. Hope you get a chance to utilize these amazing features to grow your business.